We start tonight in Ottawa and an APTN investigation into a former aide to Prime Minister Stephen Harper. Documents obtained by APTN in a joint investigation with journalist Kenneth Jackson show that Bruce Carson claims he was using his contacts in the Prime Minister's office to benefit an Ottawa company. APTN's Jorge Barrera now with this exclusive story.
It's what no politician ever wants to be connected to: fast money, the sex trade, and a long trail of emails. But that is what appears to have pushed the Prime Minister's office into calling in the RCMP on one of Stephen Harper's closest confidants. His nickname was the Mechanic. In the power backrooms of Ottawa, Bruce Carson was known as the man who could fix anything.
Bruce Carson has been a fixture around Ottawa for as long as I can remember, in the Office of the Official Opposition, in the PMO. This is a major backroom boy.
So when this Ottawa Water Company needed a way into First Nations communities, Carson told them he could fix that. The company hoped to secure contracts with Indian Affairs, selling water filtration units to First Nations communities. Carson said he would use his connections with the Harper cabinet to get them a deal.
Are you still an advisor to Harper?
Not officially.
Not officially, okay.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, we talk on a regular basis, and I talk to a number of his ministers on a regular basis. But
Carson claimed his connections were so intimate, he wrote an email that John Duncan would be appointed Minister of Indian Affairs before it happened. I spoke to the PM last night, and with Atleo, the movement of John Duncan to INAC doesn't slow anything down.
These are very, very deeply troubling allegations. This is a story that has to be examined very closely, and the Prime Minister has to now explain his relationship with Mr. Carson.
Carson claimed he had the support of Indian Affairs Minister John Duncan's office, and Carson promised to use his position at the Canada School of Energy to help.
we're trying to hang this on the environment part of the Canada School.
But Carson never registered as a lobbyist. Despite that, the emails continued, and so did his lobbying efforts with Indian Affairs.
I'm not a registered lobbyist because I don't lobby. And like when I found out about this, what I thought the smartest thing to do was talk to Sean and then phone up a couple of folks in Indian Northern Affairs and find out what the fuck's going on with this thing.
Former PMO staffer who is now in touch with government and trying to win contracts that someone they're close to is involved in, I think crosses the line.
And why would Stephen Harper's former advisor get into all of this? Love. Carson met a 22-year-old girl named Michelle McPherson, an Ottawa escort who goes by the name Leanna VIP. Carson told APTN she was his fiancée, and that they shared this house outside Ottawa. McPherson stood to earn millions of dollars because of a contract Carson okayed. APTN obtained a copy, and McPherson stood to earn 20% from any deals signed with First Nations. The potential dollar figures are large.
Anywhere from $3,500 to $6,000 a home.
It would have been quite the haul for McPherson. The deal was potentially worth millions of dollars, and the company believed it was close. Confronted on camera, Bruce Carson said he exaggerated his connection to the Prime Minister.
We know that you have been talking to the Prime Minister.
I haven't talked to the Prime Minister about this at all.
Well, you wrote an email, sir.
I have not talked to the Prime Minister about this at all.
You're denying writing an email
Yeah.
on
Oh, no,
August
I
6th
didn't.
at 7:01 saying you spoke to the PM last night about the cabinet shuffle involving Duncan?
That wasn't true. I spoke to somebody, but it wasn't the Prime Minister.
But Carson's role in this water deal doesn't end with emails and lobbying. That story tomorrow night. Jorge Barrera, APTN National News, Ottawa.